Hey everybody, Kenny E, Black Iron Try, checking in for this week's Fearless Friday. I thought I would start to cover some topics on nutrition. I think this is going to be more than one episode, but right now, as you know, I'm just now getting back into the real rhythm of training after having finished Ironman California a few weeks ago and then taking a longer than I should have break. But that's all over. Training is starting to feel good again. I'm in the groove here. And as I was getting preparing my food a couple days ago, I thought it might be interesting to look at what it looks like a typical meal day for me before we get into the real depths of what nutrition should be. It definitely varies depending on how much work you're doing. And right now, I'm in what's called a maintenance phase, where you just try to maintain the fitness that you had or some of the fitness you had right before your race without going overboard, because training for a race obviously is a lot more intense than just trying to maintain some level of fitness. So that said, let's take a look at what I ate yesterday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be fearless. So on any given day, I get up before my partner in crime, and so I keep a little small pantry down in my office, down in where I keep all my workout clothes, just a few things and some paper bowls and what have you, so I can make breakfast and coffee without disturbing her, and before I work out. So when I'm working out in the morning, I always like to have something on my stomach before a workout, and oatmeal is my go-to. Instant oatmeal. This particular one by Quaker has 12 grams of protein. They used to be 10, but there's another brand called Kodiak, which you guys might be familiar with. They also make pancake batter, what have you. They came out with 12 grams, and Quaker responded in kind. The first week they came out, they were cheaper than the Kodiak, which was interesting. But I like them both. I think I might like the taste of Quaker better. I hate to say that, only because they're the old grandfather in or whatever, old dog on the block. But it is what it is. I like the Kodiak as well. Frankly, when I go to the store, whichever one is less expensive, that's the one I'll pick up. So what you see me doing here is I am just using my Keurig hot water, no coffee in it, obviously. To put into the instant oatmeal, stir it up there, and then have at it. So good stuff. Got my breakfast in, and then I go upstairs, have coffee, and play Wordle with my partner in crime, and head off for my workout, which was a swim on this day. After my workout, I like to have a workout drink. It's highly recommended. The normal ratio protein to carbs, I think what they recommend is a 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio. This one has 15 grams of protein, but only 27 grams of carbs, so not quite a 4-to-1. But I'm going to be getting a lot of carbs in this day anyway because of my other go-tos for lunch and dinner. Good stuff. It's tasty. That strawberry flavor is great. So for lunch, I love pasta. I didn't realize how much I loved it until I realized how easy it was to cook. I always see people make it. I thought it was a big pain in the butt, but it's super easy. You just boil water and put it in there. I'm measuring how many ounces I'm going to eat. An ounce of this stuff. This is organic spaghetti, and a serving is 2 ounces, and I'm eating 4 because I really like the stuff and I'm hungry. So I'm putting in 4 ounces of pasta, and let it, after the water's boiled, add a little salt for taste. And I also like to add some protein to my pasta. And my go-to protein for pasta is eggs. Now, when you go to your local ramen restaurant or whatever, they do it really fancy, and I think I like that. I like the presentation or whatever, and they usually boil an egg. But the truth of the matter is, boiling eggs at home is a pain in the butt. And it's not the boiling, it's the taking the shell off. And I'm sure many of you have had this issue before where the shell sticks and you can't get it cleanly off the egg. And I'm trying to demonstrate that here to you now, but the reality of it was this egg was super easy to peel for some reason, just to show me off, I guess. So it was easier than normal, but still it takes time, and I am an impatient, hungry person. When I'm ready to eat, I'm ready to eat. That extra time just bothered me. So I started scrambling my eggs. I said, I don't need the presentation, I just need the protein in the egg. So I started scrambling my eggs to put in my pasta. But again, now a little bit more time consuming, and I've messed up another pot, and then messed up another dish that I have to wash. So although this works fine, scrambling eggs, I was watching a show the other night, and must have been set in Japan or whatever. And I remember when I was a kid, my mother making us egg drop soup. And I saw them on this movie just dumping the eggs right into the noodles that were cooking. I'm like, I could do that. And sure enough, I started putting my eggs directly into the pasta as it's boiling, and it comes out perfect. The egg cooks nice and solid. I like the eggs to be solid once it's in there for a while. I don't put them in at the beginning of the 11 minutes for this organic spaghetti. I kind of wait till maybe 4 or 5 minutes left to cook, and throw the egg in there, stir it up, and it works out just fine. So I let that go and let it finish cooking, and then of course when it's done, I just drain it just like I would just regular pasta. It drains right out. A little extra water than normal, but I shake all that out, and there you have it. I mean, I've got 2 servings, 4 ounces of organic spaghetti with 2 eggs in it, and that's going to be plenty in terms of me being hungry. Dump that in there, and now I get to season it up. And because this is my version of an Asian dish, I use some Asian sesame salad dressing, which got ginger and soy in it. And I probably overdo it on my dressings, folks, but don't hate me for that. I love the soy taste. I throw on some soy sauce on top of that. The soy really brings out the Asian flavor. So now I've got pasta and egg with some Asian seasoning, Asian sauce on it, and good to go. Got to get your vegetables in. I love kale. Kale is so dense in terms of nutrients and what have you. It's just that it's fluffy when it's raw. And I try to eat my some green vegetables raw. Greens I eat cooked, but kale I try to eat raw. And it's fluffy, so you got to eat a lot. And what's been recommended on apps like Fuel In and whatnot is 2 fistfuls at a serving. So that's what that looks like. It's not a lot in terms of weight. And then also, just for some more protein, I'm throwing on some roasted turkey. Actually, that turkey made it back from Florida. I froze it. It was a turkey that we had for Thanksgiving with my parents. And I froze a bunch of it because they couldn't take it back to Panama with them. And brought it home with me, and now I'm eating off of it slowly. So roasted I think that's about 2 ounces of turkey, and then I put on some raspberry walnut vinaigrette salad dressing. Again, probably overdoing it on the dressing, but I go for light versions or what have you, and that's my lunch. I've got pasta, I've got eggs in there for protein, I've got kale for my vegetables.
Daphne is making some hot sauce from some jalapenos. Wait, are these habaneros or jalapenos?
Habaneros.
Some habaneros.
These are habaneros that have turned red.
Right.
And then these are jalapenos that have turned red. And these are just some sweet peppers.
These are the hottest things I've ever eaten in my life.
That hurt your eyes.
Looking at them hurts your eyes. And she's making hot sauce with it. So y'all wish me luck, man.
We'll see.
Jesus.
Cool.
These are wonderful. Grew them on our back porch. This is amazing.
I love spicy food. I love hot sauce or sriracha rather. And my partner in crime, Daphne, made me some hot sauce. You can see that bottle was full when she made it. I have been using it. It is spicy, but I love it. And I love the fact that we grew the habaneros and jalapenos on our own back porch, and that she made it and suffered through it. She has not touched it. She's not going to mess with it. But that's a good lunch for me, nice and healthy. Waste not, want not. I boiled and scrambled the eggs for demonstration purposes for this video, but I'm going to eat them. So I'm getting 4 eggs in at this lunch. I threw the scrambled eggs into the pasta along with the ones that they were cooked with the pasta, and then I'm eating the boiled egg. In the afternoon, about 3 or 4 o'clock, I try to have a snack just to keep my my energy up and make sure I'm getting enough calories. This is the most delicious protein bar on the planet. That look you see on my face is when I bite into it and realize just how good it is. That one bar, their flavors are like dessert. I don't know how they do it, but I'm glad they do. And now for dinner, I'm back in the kitchen. When I'm really training hard, I eat a lot of chicken. This is no exception. I'm getting back into training hard, but since I had the turkey and eggs earlier and get frozen chicken breasts, what's really cool about this, now if I think ahead of time, we actually have a sous vide. I don't know if you guys know what that is, or all of you know what that is, but it's basically a way to cook things wrapped up in water that goes a certain temperature and you can leave it there. This is an alternative. This is an Instapot, and I'm going to use the pressure cooking feature, because you can cook a chicken breast from frozen in 6 to 8 minutes. And then, of course, you have to wait for the pressure to die down. So that's another 10 minutes that I give it. I'm throwing in some seasoned salt and some dried onion. I think I put in some crushed red pepper as well. And mind you, it may look like a lot of seasoning, but most of it's going in the water that's in the pressure cooker. You have to have about 1 inch of water in there, a cup of water, to give it the steam to create the pressure, and then a little bit of garlic as well to season up that chicken breast pretty nicely. And it's super cool. Like I said, I usually do 8 minutes, which when I take a temperature of that chicken, it can be over 200 degrees, which is technically too hot. I mean, that's you're starting to dry your chicken out at that point. But I don't want to undercook it either. And with the pressure cooker, it's kind of a hit or miss depending on how thick the piece is or how thick it is in the middle, whatever. 8 minutes works out. So I also add some rice. So chicken and rice is a standard. A lot of athletes will tell you. I've seen athletes with 50-pound bags of rice that they cook. Again, I'm impatient, so I go with 90-second rice. These rice come in a pouch that you vent, and then you stick it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and it comes out great. I like it. I like the taste. It's fast. It's easy. It is not the same as your 15-minute cooker or rice cooker or whatever, although I highly recommend both of those methods if you have the patience and you like the taste better. But for me, this works out great. And I use the whole pouch, even though it's more than one serving, because just to meet my caloric needs, I need more than one serving, and leaving a quarter serving in the bag just doesn't make any sense to me. So I end up eating the whole bag, which in this case, that bag is 450 calories. And we'll go over the nutrition stats on all of this later on in the video. Add a little, I can't believe it's not butter. Real butter, whatever, you can do what you want. I also add a secret ingredient, which I'm not going to share with you guys, just because it freaks some people out. But some of you who have parents or grandparents that are raised in the South probably know what that secret ingredient is. But that's my dinner, chicken and rice, again with another kale salad, and good to go. And as far as calories and nutrition, here we are. I got a decent amount of protein, not quite the 1 gram per ounce per pound that I'm supposed to have, and overall 2,200 calories. But when you consider the fact that I went swimming earlier that day and burned 695 calories according to my Training Peaks, I'm operating at quite a deficit, because my resting caloric intake is around, I don't know, 2,500, probably 27. I weigh a lot, so it's a high number. So I was a little low on calories, even though I was full after eating all of this. It seemed like a lot of food, but normally I'll do more. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for this week on Fearless Fridays, guys. Take it easy and remember, be fearless.